All right, we're here at MMRBQ 2025.
Hello, May.
It's actually a really nice day out.
Thankfully.
Thankfully. For May, it's like not super hot. I was expecting it to feel like 100.
It's like nice breezy weather.
It's a nice day, a little breezy, not too humid.
Thank God it's not humid.
Yes. So, yeah, I was like, do I need to bring a jacket? But I think it might get cooler at night, like when the headliner comes on, we'll see.
Yeah, but maybe there will be too many bodies squished together that we won't feel the cold.
True. So there's been sort of a lineup change for tonight. So the original lineup was Alice in Chains as the headliner, then 3 Days Grace, then
Bush?
No, so Bush got added in because Alice in Chains had their drummer, Sean Kinney, had like a medical emergency, I want to say Thursday night, and they canceled that show like as people were walking in. And I was thinking, I'm like, what's going to happen for Saturday? Because they're literally the headliner for the MMRBQ. So, like, people were waiting, like, is MMRBQ going to get canceled? Like, what are they going to do?
Could you imagine if they canceled the MMRBQ?
I know. Well, people were pissed because they were like, we're literally just coming for Alice in Chains. And they wanted a refund.
Oh, snap.
But I feel like it's always like subject to change, like things happen, and like it's always still a really fun day, no matter like
exactly
if like you're coming for one person or not. Like it's still fun no matter what. So
it's an experience.
Exactly, and like the people here like make it fun. So it's like it's not all about just the headliner.
Camden, New Jersey.
Yes, all the fun in Camden. So now 3 Days Grace is the headliner, so they're gonna play later. I think like 9:40.
Yeah.
And Bush comes on before them.
Yep.
So that was a little bit of a change. We also have Dorothy. She's really good. I like her. Mammoth, WVH, Eddie Van Halen's son. I think we've seen them like
Mammoth.
once or
We've
twice.
seen a few times. Yeah.
Some other like local bands. One's called like Octane. Fat Mez, I think, was the opener. They're like local Philly. And then, who else do we have?
I just perused the names.
Yeah.
For names that I may know or heard before and everything.
Right. So yeah, that's pretty much the, I mean, I'm most excited for 3 Days Grace.
Yes.
We have a guy in a... Hi. Hot dog hat. So, yeah, I'm most excited for 3 Days Grace.
Yeah.
Have you seen them before or no?
I'm gonna say I have, but I'm not 100% sure.
Because I only remember seeing them once. It was at MMRBQ. I don't think you could go, and I think Jamie came with me or something.
I think my brother came with you for that one, maybe.
He came to a different one.
Oh, he came to a different one.
Yeah, that was the one with like Slash, I think.
Oh no, I know.
But this was so long ago, so I haven't seen 3 Days Grace in probably like 10 years at least or more. So I'm excited Adam's back, the main singer.
It's gonna be good.
Yep.
It's gonna be good.
And the new singer. Yep, so I'm looking forward to that. And we'll see all the MMR peeps. And it should be a fun day.
I can't wait for this show to begin.
Same. We'll check in again in a bit.
You people should be inside watching the music. Who did you just introduce, Ryan?
It's a Dead Poet Society, just took the stage.
Cool, all right. That's cool, and we're here at the booth. So if you're familiar with the FM Center here in Camden, the way it works, if you're driving in, you park, and obviously the Delaware River is right there, but there are two entrances to the facility. The one that is closest to the Ben Franklin Bridge, or as I much prefer to call it, the Blue Bridge. It's such a cool looking bridge. The side that's closest to the Blue Bridge is, simply enough, the Ben Franklin side. Then there's another entrance on the other side, and two separate, there's a pavilion here that we're at. Then there's a whole other pavilion and food court on the other side, closer to the Walt Whitman Bridge, thus that is the Walt Whitman entrance. And that is where we are. And we're here at our broadcast booth along the way. We've got the Sequoia Outback tent down the way. We've got Minerva. We have Jackie is he's digging for gold right behind Minerva.
yeah.
You never know with Jack. And so that's where we are. So who'd you just introduce?
So Dead Poet Society is just thinking the States. I just learned they actually flew in specifically to play this concert. They learned about the MMRBQ and wanted to get on the So very cool. Really excited for that.
Very cool. Ryan is here with us. All right. So we will take a break. We'll come back in a moment. And a very nice lady named BJ just gave me the most incredible quilt. I wish she was still here so I could put her on, but she just gave me the coolest quilt, and I love it. And thank you, BJ, wherever you are. It's on the outside. It's kind of a bright orange with kind of a fluorescent orange, but as Carol Merrill here, no one will know this, I'm dating myself, that was the host, as young Ryan. Who's the girl that turns the numbers on?
Vanna White.
That's the one. As Vanna White here, played by Ryan Shuttleworth. Stop it. Stop shaking your ass like
sorry.
that.
Sorry.
The inside, BJ made, is just magnificent. Isn't that cool? Wow. So, in a few years when I'm homeless and sleeping under the overpass at 6th and Arch Street, I will use that to keep me warm, along with a little cardboard sign that said, I used to be on the radio if you could spare a few dollars and maybe a bottle of Thunderbird, preferably.
I'll bring you the Thunderbird.
Always Thunderbird. You have to have your class. Always Thunderbird, but I have my standards in a paper bag, please. So that's where you'll see me in a few years, but right now we're here. We thank you for being here. Much more is to come. We'll take a quick break and carry on the other side.
So we just saw a tattoo shop.
Yeah, exactly.
I think they're like painting on tattoos or something.
Yeah, they got like a little spray gun.
Yeah.
At least it wouldn't hurt too much.
Yeah, at least we could cut through this way, I think, right?
Yeah, go straight there.
Okay,
And then,
yeah.
Back.
All right, so we ran into Jackie when we first came in.
Yep.
And then Pierre and Brent were on like the live broadcast, just like saying hi to everybody, had a little bit of a crowd.
A little bit.
And
More
then
people are definitely getting here than
some
earlier.
people who follow me on Instagram have come up and said hi, which is nice. So thank you all for checking out my stuff. Got really loud. Dead Poet Society is on right now. Octane had sound issues, so they were running late. So they're a little bit behind schedule, I guess, but we'll see. It got really loud. We'll check in.
I heard your friends say that you think you're better.
Alright, now we are in the, I don't even know what to call this, like the back pavilion kind of thing. There's like, yeah, like Live Nation VIP, I guess. We have like food and drinks back here and stuff like that. We didn't know if someone was sitting here, and I was like, I don't want to take their seats, oops. But they just put their stuff here. So anyway, got some liquid death. Cheers. Renee's texting Brandon. Brandon needs to get his ass here like ASAP. He's one of our good friends. I feel like he comes to every MMRBQ too. I feel like the time always goes by so fast here. I'm like, how is it like this time already?
Now it's 4:30.
And then Bob was saying, so Dead Poet Society is on right now, but I'm not like that familiar with them.
Me either.
But Bob was saying like the singer wasn't good or something.
The singer was like singing too quick and like running around like a race car driver.
Yeah, like,
and like the rest of the band was just standing still, like they were scared to move almost.
yeah. But like, I don't know. Sounded weird. Anyway, excited for Dorothy. I think now that Octane ran late, I wonder if the whole set is gonna run late.
Do you think they would have cut them short?
That's what I'm wondering, like to stay on schedule.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure the venue has like a time limit on like when the show needs to end. Because like some people take the ferry back to Philly,
You
and that
can't like miss like
right, like
rehearsal,
runs
so,
until a
like,
certain time. So I know that. So yeah. I wonder when we'll get some food. It looks like pulled pork maybe. I think we pulled
They had a
pork.
lot of good food.
Yeah, they did.
Brisket.
Oh, brisket.
was real good.
Cornbread, I think.
The cornbread was really yummy.
Yeah, that was good.
That was really good.
I feel like I need some food for energy. I had some coffee this morning, but I'm trying to cut back on caffeine. So I had like a little bit, because I was like, oh, it's gonna be a long day, but I don't want to have too much caffeine and be like dehydrated. So we'll see if I need another boost, but for now we'll stick with the water.
Exactly.
I may get a drink, we'll see. But drunk Xena, just kidding.
Drink it for two. Three, technically.
Oh, Jim Chet. I always check in with him at MMRBQs. We'll see if I can catch him. I think last year I talked to him and the sound wasn't on and I had to like redo it.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'll catch him.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, always some difficulties. And then I'll probably check in like after Dorothy and talk about that a bit. So talk to you then.
See ya.
Down to the floor, standing on the edge, fighting for a rolling stone. Nothing good comes after midnight. Ain't no good love for paying. Oh, nothing good comes after midnight. Yeah. When you play the devil's game.
I'm so happy you found a place.
Alright, so Mammoth just got done. Got my liquid death again. And Renee's texting. We were like in the pit and we didn't realize that the drum.
Like a subwoofer thingy or whatever that thing's
Yeah, I
called.
guess
Bass?
like
Not even the bass.
yeah,
Like the drum.
something in the drum. The microphone was like right near where we were standing, and I was like, I could feel it like in my chest,
It made my arm hairs vibrate.
and I was kind of like, maybe we should move.
Like it was intense.
It was a little too intense. We
Yeah.
were in that spot for Dorothy though, and I didn't.
It wasn't that aggressive.
Wasn't that aggressive.
Not at all. No.
But Dorothy was really good. She played like the Rest in Peace song I like.
Dorothy was really good.
Yeah, she was really
was
good.
real good.
And her guitar player was like doing that wah wah mic
Yeah,
thing,
that
like Bon Jovi does.
The cameraman should not have zoomed in as much as he did.
It was a little too zoomed in.
Yeah, a little too much.
Too much. But then Mammoth was really good. He played his new song at the end, which is called The End. Kind of funny. But they rocked the stage. I guess Bush is getting ready to come on now.
I guess so. They're getting those issues checked out.
Right? And Mammoth was literally saying like thanks to Bush for literally like saving this festival. Because like it might have not happened. I don't know like, what they would have done.
I don't know.
But I'm glad we're here. And honestly, it seems like every seat is full, like the lawn's packed.
Yeah, there's so many more people here now than earlier.
Yeah, I think everyone came like a little later. But yeah, so
maybe people just want to get all their errands done while it was still nice. Now they're ready to like relax and like, rock it out
and have a good night. Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think that's more likely.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have another drink and then we'll catch Bush and we'll let you know how that goes.
don't belong. Who would have guessed it? I will never know everything that I know to make you feel like it's not too late. It's never too late. If I say it'll be alright, still I hear you say it's your life. Now and again we try to stay alive. And we're tired of 'cause it's never too late. It's never too late. The sun reflected and feels something wrong. What if gets here? And I am left alone. Everything that I know to make you feel like it's not too late. It's never too late. Even if I say
Alright, just got home from the MMRBQ 2025 and I am exhausted. Somehow I'm still alive, but my phone died. I feel like every year it's either my camera or my phone, so it's like one or the other. This year it was phone, but it made it until the last song of 3 Days Grace, which was Riot? I think it was Riot. Yeah, so I was like panicking because I'm like, I need my 3 Days Grace footage. But I got most of it, which is good. But honestly, 3 Days Grace like killed it. Like, I haven't seen them since like 2010, and it was at MMRBQ, but they weren't the headliner that time. And like so much has happened since then because Adam left, Matt joined the band for My Darkest Days, and then Adam just recently rejoined, so it's like a pretty big deal. And it was like really just amazing seeing him. Like, it just gave me goosebumps on some of the songs, like, cause like they were such a huge part of my life growing up, like, and I knew almost every single song they played, and just Adam's voice sounded like spot on to the record, like exactly, like his voice is amazing, and Matt is great too, but you know, Adam is just like the OG, so it's just, it was really cool to see him like with all the guys again, kind of like things were together again, so that was really nice. Luckily the pit wasn't really like wild, like it was in the middle, but we had like a good amount of space on the side, so it was like, all right, like we can like breathe, have some room to ourselves and still like rock out, so that was cool. And then MMR's like, because it's 11:54 now, MMR is literally still in the air, like doing the live broadcast. I think Pierre and Brent still carrying the show, which is really cool. Live and local radio, can't get much better than that. They're still like talking to people leaving, talking about their experience, which is really nice. So that was cool. And then yeah, it was just really fun seeing everyone. It was a long day, but it was cool to see like the band's address the Alice in Chains situation. They were just saying like, you know, wishing Sean the best. Glad they could still be there, and it was cool because Adam from 3 Days Grace played Rooster by Alice in Chains, which was amazing. He killed it. And then Bush, you know, they flew in from somewhere up in Canada, like really, like they had to drive hours to the airport, fly into Philly with like hardly any sleep, so that was really nice of them. They also put on an amazing set. Gavin loves to go in the audience. He went all the way back to the lawn, which is really cool of him to do, so yeah, that was really fun. And then Mammoth even, you know, addressed the Alice in Chains situation, thanked Bush for coming and saving the day, because I don't know, honestly, I don't know if the festival would have still happened, what they would have done, because it would have just been like an awkward like shift, and like, I don't know, like someone's missing, so it's like weird. But at least like 3 Days Grace got to play a longer set, which I'm totally fine with. But yeah, like the audience was a little chill today. I was kind of surprised, but maybe people are tired, I don't know. Did get a little wild in the pit, I mean, there was one, but overall, but everyone still seemed to be enjoying themselves. So I looked around, like the lawn was packed to the brim, like every seat was filled. And it was cool, just like the different activities throughout the day, just like stopping to take pictures with everyone, listening to different interviews or broadcasts, just walking around, meeting new people. Shout out to all the people who came up to me that were like, oh, I watch your content. So that was really nice. That just shows me like I have some support in what I'm doing. It's being noticed, so I really appreciate that. And yeah, hopefully some more content coming soon. I'm going to Metallica in a couple weeks. That'll be 2 nights in Philly, so I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, so I guess we'll see if MMRBQ next year is going to be in May again, or if they're going to change it back to September. It seems to like change, so you never know what it's going to be now. So we'll stay tuned for that, and looking forward to the next one. So good night.